put on Instagram saying, like, does anyone have any questions about, what did I put? What do you know about Nathan and Beard's latest adventure? To which we got, like, look how many responses we got.
2.
We've got, like, loads. So I can't go through all these. I'm just
That's not that many. We could probably do all of them. There'll be some repeats in there. There's about 10. The reason I said that you should do that is actually because I saw that Jeff, if you're watching, love you, mate. He did like a little Q&A like after it, and loads of people asked him, about like things that I wouldn't have thought people would be interested in. So I thought it might be an idea to just.
So a Pitch Eats Pound said, "Did you do any hot dog runs beforehand?" We already know the answer to that one.
No, I can't do it, man, because like it's, especially with the YouTube channel, right? This is what I say every year. Like first of all, I can't be that guy, like seriously practices eating hot. Because imagine how much of your life that takes up, right? You sit in your garden twice a week from March through to June, through to July, eating as many hot dogs as you can. It's just miserable. And maybe one day I'll do it, but I probably won't.
The Z James said, "Why don't the videos go up on Beard's channel of the contest?"
Of Nathan's?
Yeah.
We're not allowed to film it. You're actually frisked for action cameras before you get on, because...
Like that. What's that? Is that a GoPro? No, it's your little cock.
I look forward to that. That gets me in the mood to get up and eat some hot dogs. But no, you're not allowed to film it because ESPN pay for the rights, so they don't let us film. I wouldn't film it anyway because it'd take all the fun out, right? You're setting your GoPro up. But yeah, they don't. But I mean, I think it's on the ESPN's YouTube channel.
So Steph Stays Slim
Steph
has put... why does he never really train for Nathan's? Would be great to do a series and then call it Road to the Big Wiener. I imagine that'd be a shit series, to be fair. Like you said, I
like the name though.
Yeah,
the name
it's a great name.
Although it sounds like a kind of a documentary leading up to some kind of corrective penis surgery, isn't it? Road to the Big Wiener. I don't do it, Steph, just because I'm not motivated enough to do it. Like, to me, I just want to turn up and just try my best on the day, because I don't have it in me to take it as seriously as all the rest of the people. To me, it just seems crazy to just sit there or stand there even, and God knows, like I said, from March through to July, try and eat as many hot dogs as you can. I mean, if anything, you're going to be sick of hot dogs by the time you get there. And I should probably do a couple of practices, right, that I wouldn't film. But I should probably do some practices before, just to try and get the technique down. But my motivation is to make good videos, right? What it would take for me to do well is to go out to America, say next year or the year after, go out there 2 weeks beforehand and just practice with hot dogs, 3 times a week, which I'm not going to do because that's time I could be making videos that people enjoy watching, ultimately. It's also a convenient excuse when you do really badly.
Yeah. MC Makiri, maybe. Your routine the day of eating. What's your day look like?
On the day of Nathan's?
Yeah.
Normally I try and wake up early-ish and go out for a bit of a walk through Manhattan, get some drinks like I did this year. I'll normally get back to the hotel and do some stretching, like the stretching I did in the cake video.
Oh yeah.
I'll do that quite a lot. And then I will. You have to be actually in the lobby of the hotel like 7:30. So you get your briefing, and then you have to get on the bus, which is always a laugh. And that's with all the rest of the eaters, so everyone's just taking videos and pics and stuff. And I'll normally eat some things that are easy to digest with lots of sugar in them. So like I'll have Hershey's chocolate, because it's not really chocolate, and Sour Patch Kids, and I actually eat quite a lot of them. People usually, there's a bit of a running gag now that amongst all the rest of the eaters, they'll be like, "Oh, yeah, fill up, Beard, fill up." I'm like, yeah, well, I never come off the stage feeling full anyway, so it makes more sense to me because it'll give me more energy. Or it should give me more energy than the rest of the people on there, because they're all like mega fasted. But I need to eat quickly. I need to have something in me.
Yeah.
So in my, I need to be eating something. So I normally eat like high sugar things. So I eat like half. I ate about half a bag of Sour Patch Kids this year. I think it was nerves or something. I don't fucking know. But I just scoff some. Then you just wait in the green room for the rest of the baking hot green room, where at least this year they had a fan. Yeah, it's just a tent with a fan where they're cooking hot dogs like right next to you, which smell nice, but after a while, obviously, kind of gets a bit old. Then you just try and sledge all the rest of the eaters. I just spend all the time just mocking everyone.
Right there, mate.
I'm wearing shorts.
Peeling your bollocks off your legs.
Yeah, I'm readjusting. But yeah, there's not much of a routine. A lot of other people do like mega serious stuff.
Stephen P. Wright 5 said, "How does it feel having performed like Josh?" Sorry, that is really harsh. Josh wouldn't have managed 29.
I mean, it feels the same every year. There's obviously like a twinge. For me, like after the contest, there's a twinge of regret especially if something encouraging happens, like this year, having done 2 in a minute to end on what could have been 29 if they did the same deductions as last year, but 26 ultimately, means that like I did something right in the middle of the contest, so that's always encouraging. But really for me, as soon as the contest is over, I'm not sad or anything. I'm just looking forward to the session. And normally it's when I'm on the flight home, maybe I'm thinking, oh, maybe next year I should try, but I never do. So I don't know. I just feel like I know people get disappointed, but to me, like I said, I'm just there to try my best, and it's not. I'm not a great eater. I'm just here to try and entertain people. That's my thing.
Danny VDB7, is it possible for a Yorkshireman to out-chug a pint against Badlands Booker?
A pint? I think it would depend heavily on what it is. If maybe a pint of John Smith's, I think I might have a chance. But I don't know, man. Something about I'm not a very good chugger. I used to be all right, actually. I remember doing, never do this, by the way, but I remember doing, because it's really dangerous, but I remember doing like a gallon of liquid in I think 40 seconds, which is all right. That's pretty quick because I'm small as well. But like Badlands is, I don't know, man. Like it seems like I know he's pivoted towards doing chugs, but he was a really good eater in his prime. But like he's mad at chugging. I don't think I could chug a gallon of lemonade in 23 seconds.
Yeah.
But it'd have to be something probably gross, because I think that would maybe like slow him down. Maybe gravy. Good old bit of gravy.
Karen.Hepner, did you shit whole hot dogs out the next day? Laughing face.
No, I didn't. Fortunately, that's never happened to me. I think that would be a bit worrying. Whole mushrooms, yeah. Whole hot dogs, no. But I felt all right, honestly. That's probably the best I've ever felt after a contest. I had some more food after as well, and like I felt a bit peckish, and I had some beers, and I felt fine. I had a bit of the old beer shits the day after, but like,
oh, nice.
Wasn't that bad.
Holly March said, what eating place are you in the world? Still number one in the UK, of course. You fucking dropped down, didn't you? I spotted that like when we were making that.
I don't know, man. Like I don't know when they do. I think the worst part for me is they do the rankings right after Nathan's. So they basically don't really take into account anything else. So they won't take into account the fact that I came second and wasn't far off winning tamales, right? And that I beat Michelle, and Michelle will still be ranked above me, even though I think I beat her at the last, 3 times of competing against each other or something. But I think I'm ranked. Am I 15 now? Because I said 13.
15, yeah. You've been saying 13 for last year. Then
I genuinely thought I was 13. So they must have knocked me down. But I'm below fucking Steve Hammond. I don't know how that happens. I don't think I've ever lost him in a contest.
No, not Steve Hammond.
Steve's a nice guy, but I'm sure he doesn't.
Fuck you, Steve.
He's a very nice guy.
That's not what he says when cameras are not rolling.
I was sad not to see him this year, but yeah, I hope. I don't know, because a lot of people in there. Like Stoney's still in there. Stoney's fucking retired, so I don't know why Stoney's still in there. Probably just for the clout, I guess. It looks good that he's on their roster, but I think realistically, if they were to take into account all types of food, I should probably be about 15.
Chris Railston, is there anything you would change to your sausage gobbling technique for next year?
Everything. I think I should really try and. I promise, right? I'm going to make an exclusive promise here. If I do it next year, if I'm there next year, I will practice at least twice some kind of technique, at least. Maybe even if it's like 5 minutes or something like that. Because I think the key to it, everyone doing big numbers does 2 hot dogs at once. Like I look like an idiot on stage because I'm the only guy there, I think, doing one dog and snapping it. So I would try and figure out how to do 2, but it's weird for me because it's like I don't know how to get like 2 dogs in my mouth. Like everyone else seems to be well versed in doing that, and I feel like maybe they all spent time in prison. I don't know. But like, I feel like it's really hard for me to get my head around that. I don't know. And my mouth. So like everything I would change about it. Yeah. But my bun dunks this year were actually all right. So
Chris Ashworth Warren said, always wondered if there are any obvious cheating going on.
Yeah.
Big up beard. Go on then.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't want to say obvious cheat. Nobody, as far as I'm aware, no, I've never seen anyone obviously cheat to the extent that they are trying to really, really break the rules. The only thing you could kind of classify as cheating is people eating messy, but really that's not cheating, because the whole point about Major League Eating is it's properly officiated, right? There are numerous referees, and that's why you get deductions at the end. So people accuse other people of being messy, as people used to say that about me a lot, but I'm nowhere near the messiest, right? And you just kind of eat messy, and then you just think, you're not cheating. They're going to deduct afterwards. So if you eat like Messi, it's quicker to eat Messi and then be deducted than to try and be really dainty. And also, you don't know how strict they're going to be with debris. So if somebody's eating really messy next to you and you don't, and then they don't get deducted. Like I didn't get deducted one dog last year.
Yeah.
And I was messy as hell. And Joey never gets deducted, and he's a clean eater, but he's not. There's going to be some debris. Yeah. So
Joey Chestnut's a cheater, right?
No, Joey's not.
Joey Chestnut's only ever eaten 40.
If you want to call it the people, if you ask all the people in MLE who are the biggest cheaters, they're probably going to say my name's going to be up there.
Oh yeah,
but not because I cheat, because of the sledging beforehand. Because if people are on stage next to me, I might give them a bit of a nudge, or like knock their water a bit. But it's not willful cheating. It's just trying to get it right when it comes to debris. You know. Gideon's the fucking messiest. I know that because he doesn't listen, but he's also a legend. So
Ronnie Westerby has put expect to see Josh taking the main stage. Hey, me and Sister Beard might be on stage next year if we can get this arranged.
Get that at that qualifying. Get that at that
Where
qualifying.
is it?
It's in I think it's in Bournemouth or something.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
I'm out. I'm not going to Bournemouth.
Yeah, and I've seen you. You're not like a. You know,
you said I had potential when I was doing my wings.
Yeah, you did, but you kind of, you're one of those guys that like you're worse than me in terms of your mentality. Like you're just gonna get sick of it after 3 dogs and think, "Fuck this."
I know. I get my game face on.
Yeah,
yeah.
Well, I would love to see it, but
it's speed though. That's the thing. Like when you did the chicken wing challenge, you weren't in a mad rush.
But it depends.
Nathan's is like depends one after the other, innit?
It depends who's gonna be there though. That's the kid. There's only really one other dude in England that's gonna be there and do well.
Who?
A guy called Max v Food or Max versus Food.
Oh yeah,
I only know that because he talks to me and he actually he didn't sign a contract, but I think he's got family. I'm sure he told me he had like family out in Philadelphia or whatever. So he went to visit him and they had the strawberry shortcake contest, which is an MLE contest, but it's always like really, the attendance isn't that good.
Yeah.
So they let him compete without signing the contract. And he did really well, to be fair to him. So I think he'd probably be interested. And then the big barrier to people in England to getting there, if you're going to qualify, is you've got to fly out to qualify, usually.
Oh, of course,
they don't normally have qualifiers in England, so that you have to pay for that. And okay, you're going to get your flights back out there for the finals, but if you don't win the qualifier...
Yeah, it's cost, yeah.
So, like, if he ever wanted to do it, it would be dumb of him not to do this one, because I'm not going to be there. And there might be an American guy there who comes over to try and win.
What, to the English one?
Yeah.
Oh, so that one place don't have to be for an English person.
They might. I mean, MLE might kind of like try and block him and say like, "That don't do that." But I think it'd be really cool if there were an American guy that won it.
Who's it going to be? Leave it out, George.
Yeah.
Say who it is.
Well, you won't even know who it is.
Yeah, probably.
You won't know who it is. But like, if he does go, that I want him to win. because he's one of my best mates in the eating world. So like, I'd be pulling for him rather than the British guy.
Okay, fair enough then.